Oh, the Love Gurus are live and in person, streaming on YouTube for the first time. Here we go.
The Love Gurus podcast is starting now. The Love Gurus are comics that bring comedic wisdom to the savages asking bizarre relationship questions on the internet. Your hosts are Suzanne Leah Shepherd and Jake Vevera. I am the Love Gurus' pet robot Cassandra. I love you.
Here we go. Oh, there we go. And we are live streaming. That was not as smooth of a transition as I wanted. But alas, we are here. This is the first time we have done a live stream in person with video. So definitely comment. Give us some love. We are on YouTube. We are live every single Thursday. We are now starting at earlier times. We will not be doing 9 p.m. anymore. It will be what? 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Since we're doing it in person, we kind of want to make it a little earlier so Suzanne doesn't get mugged on the train going back, that kind of thing. And I don't want to get mugged on the train either because I'm probably going to go out and have a drink after this. But if you notice, Suzanne is not here. If you were thinking she looks way different on video when you guys are in person, no, she's not here. Suzanne is out this week, but I'm super excited. We have 3 awesome guests. First up, she fills in a lot because, goddammit, she lives here. Amy Liszka, thank you for being on the show.
Official fill-in, I like to be called. Yes. What's Suzanne doing? Should I ask?
Suzanne,
it's her boyfriend's birthday today.
It's Mike's birthday. Yeah. Maybe we should maybe they're watching.
Happy birthday,
Mike! Yes.
So nice of you to take tonight off to watch the show.
Yes, cheers, buddy. This is a little bit of Behringer Bros Sauvignon Blanc for you. Happy birthday, Mike. There we go.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Not choosing over equipment. I'll break something.
Also coming up, also here on the show, I should say, another returning guest, another hilarious comic, Adam Leong. Thank you for being on the show, man.
Thank you for having me back. Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's great to be back.
Absolutely. Pleasure to have you, and pleasure to have our third and final guest as well, the always hilarious Jenn Wehrung. Thank you for being on the show.
Hi, friends.
Yes, thanks for being here.
Plus, people can see the dogs wandering. Should you introduce them?
They can. We should introduce the dog. This is Sangria. They only like to be picked up when they want to be picked up. Like, they're not the kind of dogs that you can just, you know.
You can see her now.
Oh, yeah. That was her.
So
That's
if you ever
Sangria.
hear Jake curse towards a furry ball, it's
Yes.
these people.
Those are the dogs I'm
saying
cursing
he's going to
at.
make mittens out of them.
Oh
Yes.
my!
I know. I don't know why we don't
It
get
is actual dogs. People in the comments last time who were insisting that was a woman in a hole, like in Silence of the Lambs. No, they're actual dogs. I'm not just calling her that because I'm going to make a suit.
Make me hurt your dog, mister.
Yeah. You don't even know what pain is. Yeah.
I don't know why we don't have more PETA listeners.
Yeah.
That seems weird.
And, like, for the PETA listeners out there, I would, if I did have someone kidnapped in a hole and they did try to hurt my little dog, I would absolutely show them what pain was. I do care about my dog more than just kidnapped assholes in holes in the ground. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. I love my dogs. But I'm loving doing this in person, man. This is going to be cool. I'm doing the music and the questions, so bear with me on this one. But without further ado, you guys ready to take your first question from the Wild Animals on Yahoo Answers? All right.
Yeah.
We are taking our first question. People, if you have questions you would like to write them to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com, or write them in the comments live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. But first question, here we go. My wife hoards animals and it's ruining our marriage. Please help.
Forge?
Hoards.
Forge?
Hoards.
What's that word mean?
Like hoarders.
Hoard.
Like she's got
Hoard.
72
Hoard.
chickens,
Yeah.
19 dogs.
Okay.
No, she's not whoring out animals. That's a whole different
No,
charge.
I thought you said something with a P,
Yeah,
like a
forge.
forge. Like I forge.
Like she makes porridge out of
Yeah,
it.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Also bad.
Yeah. Well, unless it's like a chicken or something. You know what I mean? Then it's like...
Chicken porridge would be gross, Jake.
I think it'd be better than plain old porridge. I think they should spice it up a bit. I think they should throw Cajun
Porridge.
chicken. I mean, orphans in Dickens novels would complain so much less if they threw a Cajun spiced chicken in there as opposed to just shitty oats. I mean, that's the move.
I kind of want to see this recipe, really. Seriously.
The chicken porridge? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna create it. That's my new goal here.
You
know?
do make delightful things.
I do.
Get on it.
I've never once made porridge, but I think it would be better with
Fowl.
chicken with fowl.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna put duck in there. Fuck it. We're going. I'm gonna make some French porridge. I'm gonna put some foie gras in there. I'm gonna even torture my own goose. I'm gonna torture my
There
own
you
goose
go.
for the porridge. Those orphans are gonna love me forever. But
Okay, so she's not making porridge. She's hoarding animals. Does it say how many?
it is. Let's see here. I'm 25. My wife is 24. She loves farm animals, and I've always wanted a few. When she had our own place. Yeah, this guy did not proofread this at all. I supported her idea since I grew up with animals and worked on farms in my high school days. Okay, so yeah, this guy's really getting on you about animals.
All right.
You know what I mean? Okay, 4 years ago, we bought some land and a little house. She really wanted a horse. Wow, that's a fun starting off. Wow, she didn't even start with Chihuahua. She started with horse. So I built a barn. Well, that was nice of him.
He's very
It might
handy.
be Amish.
Yes.
Don't the Amish build a lot of barns?
Yeah, it is. Actually,
Apparently they have access to a
I
computer.
was gonna say, oh right.
I know.
Yeah.
He's breaking some rules right now.
Might have barns. Like, they have Springer. That's when he decided.
He
Yeah.
just brought everything back with him.
Yeah. Let me actually, Jen, I'm going to fix your mic real quick.
Okay, what did I do?
Listeners, this is the first
Do you
time we've
want-
done it. Like,
do you
no,
want me to
it's a shitty
Finish
mic.
reading. Do you want me to finish reading the question?
If you want, hang on. Oh, yeah. That should keep it up.
There you
Jen,
go.
don't touch the mic again.
Ooh, you
Yeah, no
actually
worries.
sound very good
That
right
one's
now.
Thank you.
that one was being
I was
kinda
using
shady.
my Amish Rumspringer voice.
Keep talking with that. Ow. That voice
I'd
is
like to
gonna get you
hoard your
far.
horse,
I'm
Amy
gonna party like
Liszka.
an Amish person on vacation from the farm.
You could build my barn. Wait, what? That just
Thunk,
that got-
thunk, thunk.
You can
Stop
build
it, Adam.
my barn. Build my barn.
We should never have been allowed to go live.
Oh, Joel on YouTube says, I think I know the author's wife. I believe I met her at a show in Tijuana in her younger days. Yeah, I mean, everyone starts somewhere.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
You think you get to work on the Mr. Ed thing your first day riding
She was
a
in
horse?
TJ with a donkey,
Right.
with a sombrero,
Yeah.
probs for photos.
It's 100%. I mean, I don't know if she was just standing next to it on a sombrero. I don't think that's where he was going with that.
This is the fucking donkey show that we're starting off with. This is
Yes.
what it really is.
We're starting. Well, we haven't finished reading the question. I
I-
hope there's a donkey
Hour
show
3,
somewhere in this
question
question.
number 1.
But yeah, so he built her a barn. I'm going to get this a little bit closer to me because it's hard to read.
We're all 80 and should have had glasses
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Sorry, listeners, watchers.
Let's see. Bought her home for 6 months. Things were going great. Soon she started making excuses for why she couldn't take care of him. Who ditches a horse? Why she couldn't take care of him. It got to the point where she throws him hay and grains, then runs into the house.
All right, well,
So I
she's
started-
a cunt.
Yeah, you're a cunty horse owner, lady. How dare you?
I feel like it's hard. Like there is responsibility, but I mean, a horse is a
No,
responsibility.
that's a job.
But yeah, I mean, when you say I want to own a horse, yeah, you're getting a full
Listen,
time
hoard
job.
cats like a normal person
I know.
on the Learning Channel.
I just can't wait for this woman to become a mother. That's what I'm waiting for.
Right? She just throws the baby hay and
Dude,
runs
I hope it
away.
escalates. I hope this is a sequel
Wait,
to
so
But
Tiger
guys,
Man.
if she hoards, there has to be another animal. There
Is
has to
that
be
the
at least
whole-
Yeah,
one more.
no.
Wait, there's like
So-
5 paragraphs.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. We should let
So
her.
she, yeah. Here, I'll blow through.
Are you
these.
sure you don't want me to read it?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, read it.
Well, I can't get it from that
Exactly.
far.
Okay, so then she started breeding the goats. I agree under the condition that
When
the
did the goats show
babies. I mean, yeah, it's just bizarre that the babies were to be rehomed, and it would only be a couple at a time. Every time the babies are born, she gets a rush of interest and then loses it again. When the time comes to rehome them, she refuses. Now the same thing happens with the chickens. What the fuck? She's working big to okay. So she's got chickens now.
She kind of went the wrong way.
I am really not a fan of birds. That's what it says in parentheses.
I feel like Suzanne is trolling us with this
A little
question.
bit, a little
I
bit.
feel like she's like, okay, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to give them a zinger. This is going to be great.
I built her a house for them. We agreed to stay with 6 only. Within a year, she has almost 20 to 30. And again, I'm stuck taking care of them.
She is bad at both giving away chickens and frying eggs.
Oh, thank
my
you.
God.
Look at Amy coming up with the with the computer that I could have next to me, the way laptops were meant to be. I'm sitting here trying to read a laptop.
Hey, Jake, what's that in your lap? Or are you just happy to see it?
It's a laptop, not an across the room top. That's where I fucked up.
Do you want me to hold your phone now?
It's not
I feel like you have 5 different things.
No.
Jake, can you hold my sunglasses? Thanks so much.
All right, so here we go. We are now at a horse, some goats, 20 to 30 chickens. When it was only supposed to be 6 chickens. I love that he's putting his foot down with the fucking chickens.
Right.
Like, you already have a horse and goats. The final straw. This is wow.
No pun intended.
Farm jokes. Oh, farm and puns. The final straw was when I was home visiting family 6 months ago, and she had to take care of my dog. My dog is my pride and joy. Oh, you're fucking with dog owners now. This
she took a turn.
Pretty young and wasn't ready to be spayed. So I made sure my wife had special instructions to keep her on a leash when taking her outside. Breeding her was always off the table, and I had made that very clear. After I got home, I took the dog to the vet.
And they were having a horse baby dog.
And it's part goat. Also, how long was he gone for?
I don't know.
She took the dog out. She played some Sade. She lit some candles. Like what?
It's a barn of Dr. Moreau.
Right,
yeah, I
this
was
is
gonna say
insane.
that vet is like old fat Marlon Brando, just like I have a place for him. He would be
It's just
safe.
a line of stud dogs just waiting for this guy to go away.
Oh my God. So after I got home, took her to the vet because I felt on her abdomen, yep, she was pregnant. I didn't point fingers or assume anything.
Fucking chickens.
Which one of you chickens fuck? Did you let her fuck my dog? Did you cock-a-doodle-doo my Yorkie?
I was enjoying picturing like a yellow lab and a chicken. I'm not gonna lie. That's where my brain.
Then the puppies came out and were obviously purebred, DNA confirmed. The vet guesstimated her breeding took place while I was gone. Well, I should fucking hope so. When I confronted my wife, she cried and told me I am to her. How mean I am to her and how gross I am for not wanting innocent puppies. She won't admit it was her, but I highly suspect it. I love her. I really do. Anything. I love her. I really do. And I don't want this to break us up. How do I stop her from hoarding and breeding animals? Wow.
Okay, first, I feel like first mistake. Married at 23 and 24.
Yeah. Right there. Boom. Done.
Yeah, I don't care if you only had like one plant.
Also, what did you think was going to happen when you built a barn, buddy? Like you built the love shack. If you build it, it will come. Quite literally, in this animal example.
Yeah. I hate to blame the animal hoarding victim here, but if you didn't want all them critters, why did you build that farm? It was on you. It was on you, Skeeter. What are you doing?
Skeeter. I like imagining his name is Skeeter. Just get rid of her. I mean, you got to get rid of all the animals. That's too many animals. Who's taking care of them? He goes out of town. Did everybody starve?
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't heard him say anything like any of them died yet.
No, but if she wouldn't feed the horse, if she wouldn't feed the horse, would she feed the goats? Was she feeding the chickens? No, she was busy getting the dog knocked up. So what's happened to all of them?
Yeah, why does he keep
fed
buying
none of the animals? You only created new ones.
Right.
Does she bring in the animals, or does he keep buying animals, or does she just keep?
You know what? She probably cries. She's like, "Hey, the goats look so lonely. We need another goat."
And then they drive to somebody else's farm, grab one of those animals,
exactly.
bring it back, and just like, look what I brought home.
Which they obviously steal because they're 23, and where are they getting money to buy all these animals?
Yeah, Joel on YouTube says, dude, if she neighs when she climaxes, it's too late. Leave the relationship. You'd better learn to like oats. And then Tim on YouTube says, Was there a horse there, Joel? Yes, there was, Tim. You came in a little bit, I think, into that question. She has a bunch of animals.
Tim,
dude.
it started with a horse.
You know that song Partridge in a Pear Tree? It's like that fucking Christmas song. It's like that, but like a farm version of that.
But imagine it started with a horse in a pear tree. She started big. She went small after that.
Yeah.
Most people who get farms start with chickens. It goes the other way.
And I love that she started big and then got small, and he didn't have a problem until he was at the little animals. He was like, horses, great. Goats, love them. Chickens, too much. You know, like it's crazy.
Also, these animals don't breed every 15 minutes. They're not rabbits. Like goats have to have a baby, and then there's a time frame, and then Like I'm not as
guys. Honestly, this is the origin story of Old MacDonald.
Old MacDonald had a girlfriend. Love to let goats fuck.
Can I? The one thing that's annoying me about this whole 10 paragraph thing
is Suzanne picked it.
Well, don't want to call her out when she's not here. Plus,
I'm
her
texting
boyfriend's
her right now.
Joel on YouTube says cockadoodle-doo. Hell sounds like any cockle-doo. There's a skeeter on my Peter. Tim on YouTube says I meant in Tijuana. Joel was talking about donkey shows. We had our first donkey show joke of the show. Normally it takes us usually 2-3 questions to get a donkey show joke. We got one, so thank you, Joel, on YouTube.
The benefits of question 1 lasting 3 hours is that we're just going to get the donkey show in there.
Yeah, it was a long. This was like War and Peace.
Here's my issue though: is that it doesn't sound like she's necessarily hoarding animal, like Animal Hoarders. We've all seen that show. It's sad. You can't watch it. They put like the dead animals in foil in the freezer.
Problem.
Like
that's my problem.
It's not okay.
She mentioned not one cat in this whole thing.
Right.
What's wrong with, you're supposed to hoard the cats. Like she's
just like gathering, but then so the issue is my wife is lazy. That should be the issue. My wife wants shit but doesn't want to take care of it.
But I want to know what they do for work, because it sounds like they're farmers. I don't.
They better. It'd be weird if they were accountants. It's just Dwight.
I go to work all day putting together numbers, and I have to come home and bring home a dog and a goat and a goat in the house.
I know it sounds like she's really good at addition.
Yes. He's got to subtract a few chickens, man. That's what's going on.
Well, cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yes. Cock-a-doodle.
I feel like he ends it with like, "What am I to do? I love her," and I'm like, "How about just say no,
right,
and just see where that goes?" Like he just seems like he just can't say no,
or do what my dad would have done and said, "Fine, you want the animals? I'm not helping at all."
Right.
Yeah. It's your horse. Die. You got to take care of it. That's a real rich man, poor man situation. You know what I mean?
Back.
Horses are either like $500,000 in America, or they're practically free in third world countries. It's fucking weird.
Okay, but
if you're a crazy horse lady, you are either worth millions or about $20-$30. That's
but the one thing I don't think the viewers know, Jenn is like a guru for animals. Like, I feel what happened was that your dad was like, "Fine, watch this animal die. I'm going to let you." And Jenn was like, "I succeeded all levels."
No, listen, the amount of times as a child, I would hear my mother screaming from upstairs, "What was in the bucket?" And I'd be like, "Was?" And I'd run up there because my crayfish had escaped. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I brought all the animals in the house too.
I feel like you took care of them.
No, but nothing went without being taken care of. And that's the problem. If I had let something start to die, my dad would have been like, "Okay, well, now we eat it. If you don't want to take care of it, it's game over." Right. And I'd be like, "No," so maybe he needs to get a little firm.
Yeah, I like that sort of strict farming parenting. Yeah. Like, look, if you don't walk it and feed it, we're gonna eat Fluffy for dinner. Right, okay, he's gonna be our entree.
Well, that's what happened at my grandparents' house all the time. I'm half Chinese, so my grandparents came from China. So what they would do, they would just find whatever animals, put them in the basement, and then we go over every Sunday, for lunch and everything else. We play with the turtle or the rat or whatever.
They all have turtles. Sorry, I teach ESL to Chinese people, and they all have pet turtles. Well, fish, but mainly pet turtles. Like
turtles are really cute. Though.
That's their thing. That's their jam.
Cute.
And rabbits.
Yeah,
they don't go for cats or dogs.
No. And then the next week we come over, we're gonna go play with the turtles again because we named it Leonardo and Raphael, and then turns out lunch.
Dude, if you go to Flushing,
No.
if you go to
You would
Flushing,
eat
they'll
the
sell
turtles?
live animals
Turtle
in the fish markets. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
he ate his own turtles. His
Uh-huh.
own
He didn't
pet
need
turtles.
to eat his own
We
turtles.
didn't know at the time.
Yeah, right.
Though. We were just like, oh, Papa Gunga, this is good. What is it? It's just like, it's Raphael. I'm like,
Oh wow.
No, I mean my grandparents were farmers. They didn't
Right.
like turtles, but like my grandfather would go shoot a deer, and I mean, like I think I was 6 the first time I walked in a garage to a gutted deer, like
Oh, just
draining
hanging
out, and I
there.
was like,
Right.
"Baby," but like if you're gonna have animals, you take care of them. That's how that ends. I have a foster bird. She's never left. It's because I can't stop taking care of her. I don't even like her. She doesn't like me. We don't get along. I'm just saying. This fucking parakeet lives in my house. I buy toys now.
Dude, birds tend to be very, very fussy animals, and to be fair, we took an animal that flies outside and they just don't get the sky. It's like solitary confinement for birds. I would be a cunt too if I was a bird inside. I'd be like, yeah. Now you want me to say cute people things? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Like that would be the only word.
But
I
have
would
you
say
ever
with a
seen
bear.
the stories of the people that hoard like parrots and like those kind of birds?
Dude,
Yeah.
Their houses are just
God.
covered in shit.
One of my ex-stepdads
I-
had a parrot, and that's the most annoying animal because, like, people get them thinking, oh, they're going to say cute people things. They do about 2% of the time. The other 98% of the time, they're just going, ah!
Yeah.
And they do that all day, all night. You will not sleep. It's like having a newborn that
Sangria
shrieks.
did not like that noise.
She does
Yeah.
not like. She does not like that at all.
Yeah,
No, my parakeet is probably how many ounces is a parakeet? I have no idea. It's a white. It's little. It's a bird. It's this big. And if I leave the room, she does whistle calls until I whistle back.
Aww,
You know what I mean?
that's
She
so
doesn't want
cute.
anything to do with me. I can't get near her. She doesn't want to like fly around. She doesn't want to land. But like if I leave the room, she's like, I can't whistle. But like there's like this crazy loud until I respond, and I'm like, you really are
Well,
not
if
a
you can't
fun pet.
whistle, how do you whistle back?
It's a very like I have to think about it. Like I can't.
Yeah.
It's a
She
study.
knows how to fuck with you.
It does. She does. She hates me. I'm
So
telling you.
besides this, like just shitting on everything, like do we even have an answer for this guy?
I don't think
Dude,
this guy's
leave her.
question might have been, what should I wear to the prom? Do you know what I mean? Like his
I-
question
I
makes no
fe-
sense.
I feel that way too. I'm like, he's like, how do I control my girlfriend and I can't say no to her? I mean,
Okay.
girlfriend, wife.
Dear Skeeter, you married a lady. You're the other half of this equation. So the two of you have to have a conversation. No more animal fucking. Half the animals are getting given away, or Mrs. Skeeter has to take care of them,
Right.
and you're
That's
done.
fair.
And
Oh.
then what happens in a relationship if one doesn't like it, then the divorce papers
I was going to say,
happen.
1 week later, Mrs. Skeeter is off with somebody else, and Skeeter's just cuddled up with 17 goats, 3 horses, and he finally likes the
I
chickens.
feel bad. I feel like our response is horrible, but there was no response. Like I feel like
No.
anyone would have that
I
response.
don't feel like
They're
our
No.
response was horrible.
Yeah.
They sound they sound like irresponsible children. Come on, kids.
I love that this guy's married to an animal hoarder, and she somehow kept this from him the entire time they were dating. Like she didn't even have so much as a goddamn hamster, like no pets. And then all of a sudden it's like, by the way, been thinking horse, now goats, now 6 chickens, now 20 to 30. Like that's
also,
insane.
you got to go visit your mom, right? Because Spot's got an appointment with
Right.
Spanky. What?
Now you knocked up his dog. That's
That's not
illegal in
right.
some states.
This is
It
what
should
okay,
be.
I actually do have advice for this people. I have advice besides divorce. I feel like he needs to take this 10 paragraph thing that he wrote, copy and paste, and put it on Craigslist for sale of all these horses, goats,
Ooh, nice.
chickens.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just
yeah,
sell
yeah.
all that stuff.
You're
Have a
to-
yard sale with animals.
Yeah, why are you giving
Yeah.
it to like,
Yeah.
like how do I fix my relationship? You need to take all these highlight copy and go on to like I have free chickens.
Oh,
Take them.
In all honesty, okay, you just hit the nail on the head on something. This whole 10 paragraph thing. Okay, dude, at the same time, take a look at it and reread it out loud to yourself. After hearing all of this, it's just obviously like, okay, this woman is in control of the relationship. He
Yeah.
will do anything
Yeah.
she says. So basically, dude, you have to either like come to a realization like, okay, you know what? I'm the submissive in the relationship. You're the dominant, or like put your foot down, say, look, things have to change, or you're out the door. Basically,
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. You're pussy whipped, sir, and cock whipped, and horse whipped, and goat whipped,
All
and
the
chicken
whipped.
whipped. Yeah,
You're like whipped cream cheese, buddy. Like
Yeah.
nobody even wants you
Oh.
on a bagel. Come on.
Joel on YouTube. If you go
I
back
can't
to
wait. I can't wait for his comment. I just can't
Listen,
wait.
No, let's go back to the goat. He said he didn't eat his own turtle. He ate his grandparents' turtle. there's a difference somewhere, like, it's right. You go over and you're like, oh, grandpa, you got a pet duck. What's its name? Peking. His name is Peking.
Joel, we love that turtle.
Yes.
We loved it.
Let's see. Jake nailed it. I love animals. My parents had a pair of let's see, cockatiels. That's a bird, right?
They had birds.
Cockatoos?
They're loud.
Went nuts if Dad watched Andy Griffith. And the birds hated Andy Griffith.
Dude, that's Joel. That's real talk right there that people don't think about with birds. My bird loves The Walking Dead.
Really? He likes The Walking Dead.
She will screech along to whenever they show like zombie herd scenes.
No way.
She just starts singing and tweeting and sometimes she humps her disco ball.
Yeah.
Like she literally loves, I'm not sure she's a she. I've just attached myself to that idea. But she loves The Walking Dead. And so I will leave on seasons of it because I'm like,
right.
Listen, we're gonna stop at 5, Bird, because it just gets
it's
dumb
like
after
putting
that.
an
But,
audiobook
we'll
on
watch
to fall
2
asleep.
again. It's fine.
That is
that's
hilarious. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Dude, I think his
specific.
birds hated Andy Griffith because I don't think it was Andy Griffith as a character. I think he hated Don Knotts because he looks half bird.
Probably.
They're like, that's not right. They shouldn't be experimenting.
Probably.
They're creating animal-human hybrids. And Alex Jones was right. Look at Don Knotts. Look at his face.
Birds are very particular.
Absolutely.
I don't know about chickens as much, but you know.
Chickens don't give a shit. They're always in a show where they're not eating chickens. This is my favorite show. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
If they're eating chickens on shows, no good. That's
yeah. So sorry, Skeeter. Best of luck to you, but you're fucked.
Yeah.
No, dude.
So you and your animals are fucked. Is really
Skeeter. Only way out of this hurricane is through. Okay.
Yeah.
If we learn one thing from Tiger King, it's that you can get a tiger for a few $1,000s, right? So you got to be like, listen, I love horses and goats and chickens. But you know what I love more? Really fucking weird animals, And
you know what?
Call...
We learned that in Jurassic Park.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because you could,
100%.
you never stop to think about it. You should.
Yes. But in your case, you should do everything they did in Tiger King, sir. I know we said they shouldn't do it.
This question's giving me a lot of allergies.
Yeah.
And if she keeps getting animals in, yes, you Carol Baskin her and you feed her to one of these animals and, oh, you don't want to feed the animals this morning? Well, you're feeding it for lunch, and you fucking throw her in there and you just feed her to the goddamn.
Pigs will eat people. I saw that on Criminal Minds.
And I saw that on the movie Snatch.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Always be wary of any man with a pig farm. Yeah, that was, I remember that from Snatch.
What about Hannibal?
Oh, yeah, the shitty sequel to Silence of the Lambs.
That's right.
All right.
Also, on a side note, I think you should have I Love the Love Gurus merch with just the snippet of advice. Like you should sell a button that says the Love Gurus, and then it says the only way through this hurricane, the only way out of this hurricane, Skeeter, is through. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
And then just weird things
that make no sense. From Jen.
Maybe page a day calendar.
Buy your wife a tiger. Yeah. Like that's what he should do. He needs to buy her.
Because that advice is universal. Ish.
It's Joel on YouTube says, no, the birds love the theme song.
Of course they did. Whistling.
And would lose their minds. It drove me. Oh my God. Yeah, I get it now. Holy shit. I wasn't making the connection.
None of us should join any sort of whistling symphony. If there's an open call for whistlers, we should all be busy doing something else.
We bother whistling. If this was an audition to be in the theme song of the Andy Griffith show,
they're going to call us. Yeah.
Or did you just come out of the goddamn Sahara? Are your lips sunburned and chapped? What happened to you guys? This is crazy. You're the shittiest whistlers. Why did you even show up? Why did you show up to this audition?
Listen, who hasn't been to an audition where you were like, really? You thought this was good for you?
Yeah.
So, it was us. That was us.
It was literally just whistling. There's no singing before or after the whistling. The whole goddamn thing is other than the Andy Griffin show. And you're not hired for that part. We're not auditioning for that.
No, but I could see the cockatiels liking cockatoos, whatever the fuck they're liking the whistle.
Plus, I think they secretly thought Don Knotts was sexy. I know they didn't want to admit it. They didn't want to say it in front of you, in front of your family. It's kind of fucking weird. They've been in that cage a long time. It is what it is.
Joel, get him a disco ball.
Yes. Get the birds a disco ball.
There's a lot of humping at my house.
Yes. But I think we answered that, Press.
Not even kidding. I'll text you a video later. We'll post a video of the bird humping.
I'm very fascinated to see this
it's
video.
Very strange.
It's on a paid site.
There's a full no. It's a
really, the birds go at it.
Yeah.
Wow. How many birds are there?
Just one.
Just
That's
one?
probably why she fucks a disco ball, because it's a bunch of...
she fucks a disco ball.
Right. But it's 100 little herds.
I think
you know
if
what
she's
I'm saying?
fucking a
Like,
disco ball, she's probably a male.
listen, I don't know how to tell. They told me it was a girl.
I think she's a coked up time traveling bird from the 70s. I think she's a disco ball.
She's a 20-year-old open micer.
Yeah.
with that, I feel like next question. That's awesome.
Disco ball, stool, whatever.
That's the best.
Joel says t-shirts coming.
Yeah,
The Love
t-shirts.
Gurus ditch the donkeys,
Yes.
girl. The birds are dead, thank God.
Yeah, see? I just want random pieces of advice on
Yes.
shirts that people
There
can
we go.
take away.
Yes, we will do that. But for now, we're going to take another question on the Love Gurus podcast. People, write your questions into loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com or jump on every single Thursday on YouTube live at our new time, 8:30. Ask us questions in the comments or just comment in the comments. But for now, we're going to take another question from, I believe this is Reddit now. Because, it's, well, I don't know where she got all these, but I'm assuming Reddit because Yahoo Answers is gone. So
good call.
we're going to take one on Reddit. My first meeting with my boyfriend's girlfriend. Wait, what? This is some swinger shit. My boyfriend's brother's girlfriend.
Okay.
This is getting real Game of Thronesy. Like, I need a map. Did not go well at all. How do I handle an upcoming encounter with her? I'm 25. My boyfriend is 27. Back in January, I went with my boyfriend to his family's cabin in the mountains. We were supposed to meet up with my boyfriend's brother, 30, and his girlfriend, 30. I love that they're giving ages. They never do that.
Seems weird.
But it honestly helps,
It
man.
does help.
His brother's girlfriend wasn't able to get a COVID test at the same time, so she was arriving 2 days after us. The brother and his girlfriend are pretty serious. The entire family knows her, and she frequents family events like reunions. We go to the cabin, and the three of us are having a great time until the girlfriend shows up. I get woken up on the third day by a doorbell, so I get up and put on my boyfriend's sweater. His brother has the exact same sweatshirt. I open the door, and it's her, and her first words are, "What the fuck?" I try to greet her and introduce myself, but she comes in and she starts yelling. It's hard to recount everything right now, as I had just woken up and was pretty disoriented. My boyfriend broke up and came down, and she starts yelling at him and calls him a pedophile. To clarify, I do look a bit younger than I am in the face, but I still look like a grown woman. My body is nothing like a child's either.
Okay, this is where the ages come in.
Yes, this is very helpful in this.
Tell me you're 18, please.
No, she said she's 25, and boyfriend is 27, so she's 25. That's
okay,
like
that's fine.
And me and my boyfriend left shortly after. The trip was kind of ruined, to be honest. They stayed. I have no idea what the fuck her deal is. My friend speculated that it could be she thought I was wearing her boyfriend's shirt, but she knows my boyfriend.
I'm so
her boyfriend's shirt,
question.
but she knows my boyfriend has an identical one. I'm going to my boyfriend's family reunion next week, and we'll see the brother's girlfriend. How do I handle this situation? Wow, that was fucking nuts.
Wait, honestly, so can someone give me the cliff notes of this?
Yeah, because so the first time she met her soon-to-be sister-in-law, let's pretend everybody's going to get married to the story. The first time she met the soon-to-be sister-in-law, she was wearing a sweater because she just woke up that also her soon-to-be brother-in-law owns.
Yeah.
And the sister-in-law sounds like a real bitch, girl. I know, I keep hitting the microphone. I am the worst.
This microphone's
So she just randomly woke up and he put on the sister-in-law.
No, she woke up and throw on a sweater to go answer the door.
Uh-huh.
And both brothers happen to have the same sweater. But the chick at the door thought it was the sweater that belonged to her boyfriend, not her boyfriend's brother.
This is so weird to me. Like, there's so many
because there's a 30-year-old woman
sweater.
who's dumb as a stick in this story. That's why this is a problem for me. And now she's a bitch. So now they don't get along because she assumed it was that. She assumed that while she was away getting a COVID test, apparently there was a big sibling threesome.
Orgy?
Apparently. Joel says this has Hallmark written all over it. Was there a donkey at the cabin? I hope so.
I feel like I'm not understanding this because I don't understand how someone's taking this out of context. Like, so
that would never be a leap. If I was coming to visit my boyfriend
and they all had the same sweater,
and for some reason everyone in the family owned the same
they
sweater.
all have the same sweater, but then that sweater is my boyfriend's
or maybe
sweater.
the 30-year-old girlfriend looks like she's like old, and then she opened the door and there was this hot chick who looked like she was like 16 and she was all jelly beans.
Right.
And the sweater didn't matter at all.
This is so weird I don't even know how to comment to this.
Right.
Girl, just go to the reunion and ignore the bitch.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of insecurity.
Yeah,
I say
that's what I'm hearing as well.
Dress
Adam.
even
I'm with
younger.
Adam on this.
Show up
Dress
with
even
fucking
younger.
pigtails. Show up with pigtails and a Hello Kitty backpack.
Yeah, where is this reunion?
As a Catholic schoolgirl outfit with the checkered skirt.
Yeah.
And
Oops, I did it again. Like that's how she
dressed
shows
like
up.
young illegal
That's how
Britney
she shows
Spears.
up.
Actually, way better
100%.
than Brittany.
I can do it more, Brittany, if you want.
No. You can actually carry a fucking tune.
Through the nose. That's the Brittany trick.
Wait.
do
So sorry, I keep going to you for the clip notes. So is the question like, how do I get her to believe that?
The question sounds like, how do I get the girl to like me? And the fact is, it's not up to you.
Why do you want her to like you?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the answer. Sounds like there was a terrible first impression because of she's dumb, and now you just have to like go to the reunion and be like, pass a hot dog because this bitch cray.
10th grade is so much harder than 10 grade 9. Grade 10 is so much harder than grade 9.
I think the shade of that whole question is that she, although we were all like, oh, she's 25, is that she was like, I'm 25. She's 30.
Yeah.
And listen to how dumb she is.
She thinks my boyfriend's a pedophile because she looks old. Oh, I'm talking like millennial old.
She is 30 going on grandma.
I love that.
What an unfortunate set of circumstances, but like what a weird conclusion to jump to on the girlfriend's part.
Right. Yeah. It's
like maybe she had a terrible flight and she was just cranky, or however she had to get to this dumb cabin. But like maybe she had to ride a goat and the goat was all like,
well, then I feel like she took a flight and then she's like, can we just be like, she's already ready to like looking for a breakup. She's like, give me one reason.
And she found a reason in a sweatshirt.
Before she ever even got there, her boyfriend said, oh my God, my brother's girlfriend's really hot.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like maybe there was talk before they ever met. Like you're going to meet my, no.
Okay.
I'm just guessing. Maybe before anybody got to the cabin.
I do have the feeling there's something.
Right? That like the two brothers were drunk and talking. Yeah. And then the one brother went home and was like, oh my God, my brother's girlfriend sounds like she's so hot and she's smoking and like whatever. And then grandma got delayed by her COVID test and arrives and turns out she is fucking smoking and looks 15. And so she just loses it.
Gotcha.
Because she got some jealousy and security issues.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Joel
she's
on
crazy,
YouTube
girl.
says she lost me at being surprised by the doorbell. It's just me, but I never surprise anyone. If I'm showing up, you'll know it because
that's a good point.
I'm
good point,
calling
Joel.
you ahead of time. I blame the person at the door. Yeah, fucking
totally.
Man. Yeah, just they call and you pick up and you're like, "Hello, my name is this, and my age is over 18, and my boyfriend's not a pedophile." You just throw that out.
Joel, actually, that's a really good. Why is he not picking her up?
I was going to just say, yeah, Joel, good point. Because like, if I was flying out 2 days later and my boyfriend wasn't picking me up, but it was early enough that I was waking everybody up, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Why
I'd
are you coming to get me at the airport?
I'm like, now that's a breakup right there.
Right.
You're not picking me up. What?
I mean, it seems like the confusion was clearly that she came in, saw the sweatshirt, thought it was her boyfriend,
right,
and then just fucking went crazy.
And in her head, she was like, "That's why he didn't pick me up at the airport because he was fucking the child."
But okay, wait, I'm so confused because it was just another guy wearing a girl's shirt or a boy's shirt.
The girl was wearing a boy's shirt.
Yeah, she thought that he was wearing, she thought that girl writing a question was wearing her boyfriend.
Yeah, like let's give them names.
I feel like
Questionina. We'll
I
call
feel
her
like
the lady who
I'm
wrote
doing
the question.
a word question in math. Like it's like a word question math.
She ran 20 miles divided by 3 pizzas. So Questionina woke up, heard a doorbell, threw on her boyfriend Tim's sweatshirt.
Okay.
Tim's brother Jim, same sweatshirt. Jim's girlfriend is at the door. Questionina is like, so sleepy. Who's at the door? Opens the door and Jim's girlfriend, bitch, is like, why are you in Jim's sweatshirt? And Questionina doesn't even get to say, it's not Jim's,
And
it's
how long
Tim's.
does it take until girlfriend A punches girlfriend B? Okay.
And then bitch just goes bananas and is like, why are you 12? Right?
Yeah.
Like, and why didn't you pick me up at the airport?
Oh my
Jim?
gosh, this
Like,
is where I start cheating off of someone's test.
Yeah.
I can't even handle this.
Yeah,
Woo!
basically.
just color and see.
That's
where we are.
This
Sorry.
lady at the door just goes from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
That's her speeds. And she's like, she saw the sweatshirt, thought it was her boyfriend's when it was really her boyfriend's brother because it's her boyfriend's brother's
Yeah, it
girlfriend.
wasn't Jim, it was Tim.
But she's already pissed off. So even if you're trying to talk rationally to her, oh no, she's in fight mode.
She's in fight mode because she had to take a taxi from the
Yeah.
airport instead of Jim picking her up.
And so even when people are trying to calm her down, because she said, I was disoriented, I'm not good at talking when I've just woken up. And so she couldn't fucking explain it to her. She's probably a little drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe if she has trouble saying, oh no, I'm not fucking your boyfriend, I'm fucking Jim or whatever, like she's also, she's probably a little dumb. Most people don't put that in the questions, but they say it between the lines. You know what I mean?
Is a girl
So I think
writing the question or is a guy?
A girl.
The girl.
Oh,
Yeah, the girl's writing the
I
question.
am so behind.
No, I read it bad. Full disclosure, Suzanne usually does the questions. She picked these questions. I did not proofread any of these before the
it's
show. I
clear.
was just busy
That's
trying
obvious.
to set shit up, and I was
No
still
offense.
like doing that. So
Amy, don't feel too bad. I'm still thinking we're still at that damn bar with all the
Here's my
He's still in
answer.
the barn.
The girlfriend would do really well on this barn since she's also assumes
Yeah.
everybody's sleeping
Yes.
together.
Uh-huh.
She needs to head over to Skeeter's barn and check out them goats because that's where the action at, sister.
she's got to help goats breed.
Yeah,
Peter's
get
gonna
on
be
it.
single soon, so
I feel like this
There's no chance
podcast.
Skeeter's cheating with a 12-year-old.
I feel like this podcast would be great for like picking out people, being like, you can be friends with this person, you can be friends with that person.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah.
like finding, or you can, date this person over here.
Yeah, don't.
Because
Jim
I feel like we find matches all the time with like separate questions.
Oh yeah.
Joel on YouTube says, summary of this question sounds like, what time does the train get to Chicago and what does purple smell like? Yes, 100%.
Please,
Yeah.
yes.
And
I'm
why
so
is
confused.
Purple wearing Tim's sweatshirt?
I just
Yeah.
want to move on because I have like the biggest headache, and I feel like honestly I'm getting graded right
You
now,
know what?
and I can't handle
I gotta
it.
do a thing. That's on me. I gotta do a thing at the end of the questions where I do a sum up. Suzanne does that, and I haven't been doing
does.
that. And that's been hurting.
But also she proofreads.
Okay, can we
Yes.
just call Suzanne right now and see if she
Why
picks up
can't
to read
Suzanne?
one
Why can't
question?
you call him? Seriously,
know
what are you doing for his birthday?
yeah,
Whose sweatshirt
this
are
is
you
that
wearing?
important.
Can
You
we-
should, wherever you're at, you should watch the Love Gurus podcast
Right.
and then sum it up in the comments. And
Did
just
you get Mike
put
some
forth-
chickens? What's happening?
Yeah, some chicken porridge, and he loves it. It's his favorite dish. He grew up in an orphanage,
porridge.
but like a nice one in the Hamptons.
I
You
feel
know
like
what I
it should be called chorage or something. Like you need a good
mean?
name for it.
Yeah.
right?
Jerk porridge.
I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
that sounds wrong.
I feel like she is trolling
Why
us.
is my porridge whiter and saltier than usual?
No, you
This
guys,
jerk porridge is extra creamy. No, thank you. No, thank
you guys, I said this earlier on. I think she's trolling us. I think she gave us really, really, really hard questions / dumb questions. So it's like the moment where you're like, you don't think you need me?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh,
fucking
you
need
need
me.
me.
Like, oh yeah, Amy's the official fill-in. Go fuck yourself, Amy.
Yeah, I was this close to replacing Suzanne on this podcast altogether before I tried to read out loud. And now I'm like, I need her. I have no fucking idea what's going on with this paper.
Listen, everybody has their strengths.
Yeah. No, Joel on YouTube says, there was plenty of space between the lines to show the lack of intelligence of the author. Here's the thing. I'll put about 40% of that on the author and about 160% on me. It was like 200% dumb, and I was mostly responsible.
So then that's the answer to this girl's question. She's like, like 60-40 to being right to wrong. Like, you got 40%.
Listen, it was an awkward first meeting. Who has not had an awkward first meeting? Let it go. Go
Look
to
at
the
my
reunion.
face. You think no one's ever screamed pedophile in my face for no reason when they
Adam
met
and I
me?
did
Look
it when
at
we
this.
walked in.
Right. They were like, let me check the closets. What's that scratching
You
sound?
go to the reunion
Is that
and
a
you
Cub
be
Scout?
nice
What
as
the fuck?
pie. Questionina has to go to the reunion, be nice as jerk porridge, and then
Yes.
if the boyfriend's girlfriend is still a cunt, then we know where the problem
Yeah.
was.
Joel
Right?
was completely right. There is no reason that she should have even been getting herself to the airport
No.
to this place. Like, that would have been breakup number one, especially if this is like the first meeting of the family and you're not picking me up at the airport.
Oh, your girlfriend's coming over and ring the doorbell. So now me and my girlfriend got to find clothes and go get her and get screamed at.
Also, what time did she get there? Because if it was before
it's
noon,
like, dude, if you know she's coming, you should be ready to go get the door. Why are you apparently passed out, drunk, and naked?
Yeah, why wasn't Jim at the door knowing his girlfriend was about to arrive?
Right. Jim is just
got out of going to the airport
because he hears his girlfriend scream, "You're a pedophile!" That's what's waking him up. And it's like, dude, you should have already been awake. Like,
you should have been at the airport.
Yeah, this is so weird. And I don't care if this person can't drive. You take 3 buses and a train, and you get there, and then you take 3
where's
buses.
The cabin?
Back.
There's no Uber at this cabin.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I this intelligence. I don't know. This question is
really hard.
A lot.
This is
I literally got an F on this test today.
Yeah. Joel says the problem with the first meeting. So the problem with the first meeting is that the sweater is Jake. Yes, it was a picture of me, and it just sent her in a blind fit of rage. And they were like, why does he look like a chubby, balding Steve Buscemi? This is a fucking annoying sweater.
What a terrible sweater.
And she tried to explain, no, it's the Love Gurus. There's funny advice on this thing.
Yeah,
it's a Love Guru
sweater.
It's a funny podcast. He's not a fucking model. That's not why I'm wearing this. It's where he makes dick jokes with relationship advice. Yeah. And it's funny. And she was just like, no, that's clearly a pedophile uniform, and get it the fuck away from me.
Yeah, maybe she wasn't calling the girl a pedophile or the boyfriend. She was calling the sweatshirt of Jake.
She was just yelling at the picture of me. And the lady writing in question took it all wrong. She was like, no, I just hate that show. I think there's something wrong with that guy. Yeah. Like what's up with him?
Well, way to make it all about you.
Yeah. I mean, well, Joel made it all about me.
No, Joel, thanks, Joel. Good call.
But Joel, I think you're right. I blame me for this question.
Think so too.
I blame me for this lady's first meeting going wrong. It's all on me. My advice was initially just show up and look even younger and fucking rub it in that lady's face, you know?
Still do that a little. But be super nice about it.
Because that lady was already, the reason she was yelling that weird fucking shit about it is she's already in fight mode because she thought this lady was hooking up with her boyfriend. But even though she realizes she wasn't, she's like, yeah, but now I'm already it's a fucking war of attrition now.
Right, and maybe
I'm
I gotta find some other shit to be angry about. She's hungry.
But I guarantee later she went and she thought about it and she was like, yeah, it was kind of fucking dumb of me. You know what I mean? And like the second part, the initial part, it's like, yeah, I could see why you would think that because they clearly didn't tell her a lot of information or set this up very well. So she shows up. She probably didn't even know the brother was going to be there. They clearly gave her no information. They had no information themselves. And she's like, I'm just coming to meet my boyfriend. And who the fuck is this chick wearing a sweater? Yeah. She didn't even know the brother was going to be there.
Maybe these brothers barely speak.
I think these brothers are fucking dumb.
Maybe that's who we blame.
I blame the shitty girlfriend. I blame the dumb brothers. And I blame the lady right in question for fucking shitty guy.
Everybody's fucking guilty.
Angry. Yes, you're all guilty. Everyone is going down.
Which comes to my final answer, D, none of the above.
Exactly. D, none of the above. Yeah. So
glad we could help.
Nina, you're fucked.
That is Nina, try to get in A through C. Try to be one of the above. Okay, because right now you're down here in the gutter with D's. You're bowling fucking gutter balls with these fucking losers.
Yeah.
Get you a guy who's smart with a brother whose girlfriend doesn't think you're pedophiles or whatever. And just, try to be happy. Try to have an intelligent relationship with someone.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we can hope for.
Yes. In fact, this would be, we're going to go to our next question, but this would be an excellent time to hear from our somewhat sort of sponsors.
Can I get a top off from my sponsor?
You know who's not Dumb Brothers? Behringer Brothers Sauvignon Blanc.
Are they like the Bang Bros?
The Bang Bros? Well, they decided to go legit, the Bang Bros. They were like, now that we're bang men with like wives and kids, we don't want like our 10-year-olds going, oh, what does my daddy do? No, he's not. He doesn't work in finance. He's one of the Bang Bros. He's one of the Bang Bros.
And now he makes wine?
Yes, now he makes wine. Behringer Bros wine.
Is that a fucking people to fuck them up?
Yes, and it's strong too.
It's really good though.
Yes, well, it's strong. It's 15.1% alcohol. It's basically vodka and lemonade, what I like to call Trailer Park Pinot Grigio. That's normally what I make myself. When
you're done with the ad.
Let me do the ad real quick. People, do you want a nice, refreshing Sauvignon Blanc that is as strong as moonshine? Behringer Bros honors the journey of Jacob and Frederick Behringer to a young America where they opened a winery that still stands over 140 years later. Their great-grandchildren pay people to fuck on buses.
Wow, whoa, that took a turn.
That's it. Yeah, that's cool. They put that in there. Fifth-generation winemaker Mark Behringer revives their tradition of maturing Behringer wine in spirit barrels. So there you go. They age it, and it also gets women drunk enough to fuck on buses for $20, $30.
Also, ding dong, there's the pizza man at your door.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the Bang Bros again.
Man, they're giving away all their marketing secrets for their other side gig, you know? This Sauvignon Blanc, aged 60 days in tequila barrels, is bursting with bright lemon, fresh herbs, and a long, rich flavor. Almost as good as our porn site. Behringer Bros Sauvignon Blanc, get you some. Now it's time to hear from more crazy people on Reddit. Let's see. Question.
Sorry.
Let's see. Where's the? Where's?
Sorry.
Do we got the computer?
Yes, we do. Right
Okay.
here.
Cool.
You either have the short one, or if you scroll up, you have a longer one.
I'm gonna go with the one I got. So ex-boyfriend telling every guy that I date that I cheat. Oh, I'm 100% going with that.
Jealousy.
I'm 100% going with
This
that.
sounds like
Yeah,
an
Ex-boyfriend won't stop
jealousy.
telling every guy I date that I cheated.
Wow.
Even though it was 10 years
that
ago.
sounds like a very
Holy
small
shit.
town.
time to
Yeah.
let it go.
Even though it was 10
No,
fucking
can
years
I
ago.
just say, like, he won't say it, but like he won't stop saying it. But at the same time, it's like, how small is your town? Because I
Yeah.
feel like if anyone said that about me, they'd be like, who?
Right. Oh,
That's
totally.
wild. That's wild. Joel says, I've never had Behringer Bros wine. I'm very familiar with their DVDs, though. It's just as good as the DVDs, man. It's amazing.
It's like their VHS in a glass.
Dude,
so
it's like
nice.
a happy ending in your mouth, but metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? Metaphorically. But here we go.
Who has more herbs on the nose?
Yeah. It's more citrusy and filled with herbs than a happy. Anyway, ex-boyfriend won't stop telling every guy I dated that I cheated, even though it was 10 years ago. When I was 19, I had an unexpected pregnancy with my ex, who was 30 at the time. My ex didn't want to keep the baby, but I did, and we stayed together anyway. She was born with a birth defect and died at 2 days old. Jesus,
God.
Suzanne's picking sad songs. This is
Suzanne,
tragic.
this is horrible.
Happy fucking birthday, Mike.
Because
I can't make fun of this woman now.
No, I know.
Because well,
You're right, dear.
Well, no, there's still 3 more paragraphs to go. She can unredeem herself. We're not a very sympathetic podcast.
I feel like that's a harsh, like, one.
We're
for-
taking a turn from
Yeah.
dead baby. It better be
Wow.
big.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see if we can pull ourselves up from dead baby. To be fair, dead toddler, huh?
Fair.
Already not as bad.
Already
So
not
here
as
we
bad.
go. Because
It got
I
to live a
knew
little.
my ex wanted her, I definitely blamed him. In parentheses, which was wrong. I was upset. Didn't care like I did. I was upset. He didn't care like I did. I ended up cheating with a guy at a second time. He even messaged the guy's parents. Both relationships ended shortly after.
Wait. Can I just
And now-
stop?
What?
She ended up cheating with a guy a second time?
time?
Like,
Yeah.
she didn't
Yeah.
even talk about the first time?
Yeah, she blew right past that first
Yeah.
time. She blew right past that first time. It was oh wait, no, I skipped the paragraph.
Jake, let Amy read it. Let Sangria read it.
Okay.
Let Jenny.
I got. Okay, read that part that I highlighted. You're 100% right.
Okay.
I totally fucking left some shit out. I blew right past the first time.
Okay.
I'm like her defense lawyer. If the glove doesn't fit, then she didn't cheat on you, and that baby is yours. Fuck you.
If the glove doesn't fit, the baby's alive. Wait, what?
Okay, let's just go back, because I
Okay.
knew that my ex-boyfriend never wanted her. I definitely blamed him, which was wrong, quote unquote. It was upsetting that he didn't care that I cared about her like I did. I ended up cheating on him with a guy that supported a group whose young child also died.
She
So
hooked
she-
up with somebody in her
Okay.
group therapy?
Yeah, group therapy, who also
Girl,
had a
bad
child that
idea.
also died.
Dude, she had like a whole dead
That's
kid
actually a
relationship.
huge thing that you skipped.
I skipped a lot.
That's like grief sex. You
Dude,
went over grief
I skipped
sex.
a whole Netflix season in
Yeah,
this
you
fucking
did.
story. That's
Oh my
crazy.
God.
I take full responsibility. We broke up and I took a big break from relationships and pursued personal therapy. Oh, that's very responsible.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, clap to personal therapy. Thank you.
Well done.
Very good.
Yeah, dude, grief sex is good. I sometimes pretend I have a dead kid just to go to those groups and hook up.
Okay, too much
It's
information.
like Wedding Crashers, but darker.
Much darker.
My
Even
ex,
Sangria is like, what?
Oh, yeah.
my ex is married now, yet every relationship I've ever been in since, 3, including my fiance, so that's also in quotes, so that's all the relationships she's been in since. He's messaged the guys warning him that I am a cheater, and that the second time he even messaged the guy's parents.
Okay, your ex is a bitch,
right.
girl.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
an asshole.
He's the male version of the lady in Goodfellas, just like it's the soup,
But
but there's a whore.
Can we just also say he's married now and he's still messaging these people? That's where
wow, that's insane.
as his
crazy.
wife, who is that ex, I would be pissed. I'm like, why are you still messaging these people?
Why are you still messaging the parents of a guy who's dating a woman whose baby died that you didn't give a shit about?
Right.
You piece of garbage.
If I was his current wife and I was reading this question, I'd be like, I'm taking a plan B every time we bump. He's a fucking terrible. God
She
forbid
currently lives on the farm with Skeeter. She's just making goats.
Like, if anything, I blame this guy. Did he feed that baby? What the hell happened?
So both the relationships ended shortly after that. And now he's contacted my fiance, who I actually told ahead of time, and he understands.
check your DMs.
She knows that this is going to happen. She's like, listen, just so you know, this is going to happen. I found out that the reason why he's been able to find out about all my relationships is because he follows a ton of my family members on Facebook.
Bitch.
This is also in parentheses. I don't have it. Oh, she doesn't have Facebook. Okay, so he stalks all of the family that does have it, and she doesn't have it. Oh, that's creepy. That's like a whole nother step.
That's weird shit.
Ma'am, don't get a bunny because you will come home to find it in a pot on your stove.
Yeah. He's not just gonna boil it like Glenn Close. He's gonna fucking last scene in Braveheart that thing. You know what I mean? He's gonna, here we see the awful price of cheating, and the bunny's gonna be all drawn and quartered.
Yeah.
Right before it starts yelling,
freedom. They may take
I'd like the bunny to have makeup on, just a little blue and red. I really like him to be committed to this. If he's gonna do
and the
it,
ears are talking.
totally.
Everybody dies, but not everybody.
Just like a little tiny tartan, perhaps around the bunny's waist.
So cute. Her main question is, do I tell everyone to block him?
Yes.
Okay, but then she goes on. I tried to talk.
She's really going light on this guy.
She's very nice. She goes, then I tried to talk to him about it, and he says that if he didn't tell my boyfriend, I'm lying by omission. But
wait, are they friends? Fuck you, dude.
No. I guess she tried to contact him, and
no, but I'm saying like he's acting like it would be like if you were cheating, and Jake and I are friends, and I know about it. If I don't tell Jake, then I'm lying and a bad friend. That's different.
I'm sorry,
right.
Amy.
He doesn't sound like he knows these
Amy
people.
10 years ago at 15, because I was, is not the same Amy as I'm like.
Right.
No, of course.
Like I'm like, if I'm like, why did my
he's creating an honor code?
Why did my relationship
that doesn't exist?
No, but it's like no one asks about your relationship. Why did your relationship that ended 10 years ago? How did that go wrong? And I'm like,
I'm a pretty decent guy in my late 30s. In my 20s, though, not only would I cheat on women, I would steal their identities. Like, it was fucking crazy.
But she actually, okay, so she goes, but it was 10 years ago. She goes, but it was 10 years
I still got some of the credit cards.
So he's like, you're lying by omission. And she goes, but it was 10 years ago! ! You go, girl.
Also, dead baby, which he keeps seeming to forget.
And he says that it says sometimes he says something about my character and that it can't be fixed with time. I went to therapy. It was horrible circumstances. I don't think I am a bad person. I have spoken to my ex-wife. I have spoken to my ex's wife, and she's very concerned about his behavior and she is actually a very kind woman. How do I get him to stop?
Don't. It doesn't matter.
Wow. You need a restraining order. This girl needs like a restraining order. This is
insane.
like
This guy is
crazy.
absolutely borderline.
Yeah,
Really.
totally.
No, and I'm sorry. The fact that his his wife now is siding with her. It's like, that's huge. That's huge.
Like I've known guys like this all my life. Where
oh my God, I want to know your friends now. What the fuck?
Catholic school.
2 words.
But no, it's just like these are the motherfuckers who, they'll get into a relationship and they're the ones who set the rules. And if you don't follow by their rules, then that's when they're going to be pissed. And unfortunately, motherfuckers like this, if they get dumped or something like that, they're just going to hold on to that shit for their whole
Do you think he killed the
lives.
baby? Oh, I shouldn't say that. That's so mean. I'm going to get canceled now.
I think so. I think,
Well, I mean, listen, the baby had a birth defect. So theoretically, genetically, he might have killed the baby.
That's true.
50-50.
Yeah. I
have a drama degree, but that's science I understand right there.
This lady sounds like she chain smokes even more than my mom did when she was pregnant, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's a little bit of Marlboro.
Here's the thing. There. This, while Skeeter and the pedophiles, all very funny, this is Bananas Girl, and not that she's listening to us for an answer, but like,
get away, run.
He's the asshole. If you wrote into Reddit, am I the asshole? You're not the asshole. This guy's an asshole. And also, you're right, Adam, super borderline. Like, dangerous asshole.
Yeah.
Honestly,
this crazy.
This guy, Italian? I'm just saying.
I'm surprised she's not dead yet.
A little bit.
This is somebody who honestly deserves to have oh fuck, I can't think of the name of the word. Restraining order.
Yes,
definitely need a restraining order. Yes. Like you talk to any cop or lawyer, they'll tell you it's just like this is borderline restraining order territory. You may want to get on that.
There's also, because here's the thing, he's inserted himself to such a degree into her life for a decade, which A, assumes that he's still important, and he's not. Mm-mm. 2, assumes that he still has weight to carry to these other men, and every single one of her exes should have been like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like how the fact that they didn't. The only
reason why I would be like that he's still inserting his present is if the kid was still around. But the fact that it's
wildly different.
That's the only reason I could see him like saying, no, I need to be a part of that.
And also, if I was his wife, I would poison him in his sleep.
Yes,
this is crazy.
But I mean, this is kind of scary, this question. It's kind of scary.
But you know what? I think Adam hit the nail on the head a little bit there with the, like, this is that type. Like, I dated a guy in college, Italian, Catholic. He didn't go to Catholic school.
Oh, wait, this guy's Italian. Say bad shit about his mother. Say bad shit about his mother.
I actually liked his mother, though, to be fair. I remember him telling me that his mom went to bed first to warm up the side of the bed for his dad, and I was like, FYI, that's never happening. Like, I'm 20 and I'm going to clarify this. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
But even when he got married,
why is my bed cold?
Yeah, totally. Even when he did get married, and not to me, like, there was like a weird, like, he sent me an invitation. Not an official one. Like, he just was like, I can't imagine getting married if you're not there. And I was like, that's a conversation you need to have with your soon-to-be wife. Yeah. Like, I shouldn't be in this conversation.
Yeah.
Like, let it go, Elsa.
Like,
come on. Like,
all right, I'm not.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'm not saying I'm a jealous person, but I did tell Jake, because we are getting married to where he lives in his hometown, Jake. And I said, no one's allowed to be invited who has seen your penis before.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Right.
Like, I just don't want a girl being like,
it was for medical reasons.
I'm really not like a jealous person, but I don't want like me getting married and somebody like, oh, I fucked him one time. I'm like, go fuck, you know? Because I know that it's gonna happen. Like,
I didn't go to the wedding.
Up to the reception, like,
I felt like,
oh my god, he's so good in bed unless he's had more than 6. How many has he had right now? How many has he had? You're lucky unless he's had more than 6.
But also, like, the dead baby thing, well, technically a toddler. Like,
that's so sad.
But also the fact that this guy hasn't even talked to, I mean, this woman's liberal use of quotations annoys me the way you were reading it, but that's another story.
They were parentheses. I just didn't know how to say it.
Oh, okay. That seems a little dumb still. It's excessive.
It was.
But like, there was a child involved. Like,
they should at least be
everyone
commas.
needs to let it go. You have remarried, sir. Assumably, you like your wife and all of her business. Assumably, maybe you're going to have babies that have defects that are going to die.
No, I say assumably he hates his wife. Based on this,
clearly
he is very not content with his wife.
Can we just like talk about the timeline? I have never been mad about something. Okay, I get that if you just happened to get into a relationship and it didn't work out, and I'm like, oh, why did it not work out? But if something happened 10 years ago, why did it not work out?
Even in a tiny small town, I come from a tiny small town. Like in my tiny small town, everybody knows everybody's business, what they did in high school. And sometimes I go home and I visit with people from high school, and like they tell a story, and I'm like,
can you FaceTime that? And
like yesterday, and they're like, no, remember in high school, and I'm like, barely. Like we should let it go now.
Have you been
small towns hold on to stuff, but
fucking
that's a long
flannel-covered time capsule? What's wrong with you? This is crazy. Yeah, like that's insane. But no, I've any of my exes, I literally don't care what any of them are doing right now. So it's has shitty things been done to me by my exes? Yeah, but like the second that I take any time out of my day to just fucking do anything on the phone, it's like, what am I doing
with girlfriends? What would drive you right now to call someone you were dating 10 years ago, to call the boyfriend of somebody you were dating 10 years ago that you found by stalking
10 fucking years ago
family on Facebook? So you're not even friends with your ex-girlfriend of 10 years ago on Facebook. You're friends with her aunt and her cousin. So you saw that she's dating somebody else. Now you're going to find that guy, and you don't feel like an asshole by being like, hey, buddy, 10 years ago, I was dating your lady. I got a wife of my own now.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to let you know she cheated on me after our baby.
So you're saying what would they have to do to drive us to get a hold of the ex?
In what universe would you do this?
I would do it. But here's the thing.
I'm curious. As someone who's going to be marrying you in less than 2 months,
this question, curious. Now we know why Suzanne picked this question.
I'm going to move away just a little.
Here's why I would do it.
Get out of the danger zone.
Here's why I would do it. And it's not just for anything. It's not just for cheating. It would have to be she cheated on me and cut my dick off like Lorena Bobbitt. If that happened, if I was like, listen,
actually,
dude, Gary, I need you to, Gary, I'll send you pictures of the scar. Gary, they attached it, but only because somebody put it in a snow cone like 10 minutes after she threw it on. Gary, the guy after me wasn't so lucky. No one put his in a sno cone.
There was no snow cone machine.
No,
he's hanging in the
Gary, she's really good with a knife.
Next guy he ain't got no musical about him.
No,
he ain't Hendrick and
I
whatever.
think that does make up a good. Honestly, if it was someone that like swindled me a lot of money,
you know what? Money came to my mind too. If you knew that they were like an actual chronic thief.
Yeah. And I would be like, you just need to watch yourself, watch your bank account, look at your bank account. I would do that.
But 10 years later?
Just to be like, you're a cheater. I
just feel like that's a
insane.
long time.
It would have
she had murdered the baby?
Felony. Right.
I would have.
You think this is written by Casey Anthony? And because we try to point this out at least once a week. Okay, I try to err against the people writing the questions. A, because they're animals. B, because this is their pro-them propaganda. It's their Fox News, their MSNBC, their North Korean state-run news. If they're a little fellow around the place.
The Queen of England is a lizard. I will play pretty good.
Yeah, and the Queen of the Queen of England.
Yeah,
she likes to leave out little details like, "What did I have for breakfast? It wasn't foie gras made from flies." And it's like they leave out details. And so when they leave out details, I have to think that it's them. So I think that maybe this is Casey Anthony. Like, what was my ex upset about? What, cheating and other shit, but mostly the cheating. I think that's the way she tells that story.
Because like the birth defect might have just been a cover.
Right.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I just wanted to
what was wrong with my baby? It had a defect where it would just end up in the swamp. Like it would just end up.
I knew it would get worse.
It would just wander into the swamp. They call it fucking.
Just to be clear, we were already all going to hell, right?
Yeah. No. Totally.
We were
all
had a
swampiotomy.
I will say.
It had a swampiotomy. Swamp Thing had that
swampiotomy. Wait. Did you just create something called a swampiotomy?
I didn't create it.
Okay.
Casey Anthony's doctor created it. It had swampatitis. The baby had swampatitis. It wanders to the swamp. Swamp Thing had it. You know what I mean?
I can't even look at you right now. I can't.
It was going to be Baby Swamp Thing.
Oh my god!
I can't look at you.
Joel on YouTube says social media is a beautiful thing unless you've had any kind of life beforehand.
Have you listened beforehand?
Yes.
Rape beforehand?
Gotta be honest. He says, gotta be honest. Hard to find jokes when a dead baby was mentioned. That's what we're here for, Joel. That's what it is.
No,
Joel didn't think of swampiotomies.
We go.
Welcome to the Advocate's Corner.
Yeah.
I just feel, I don't know. Can we have your girlfriend weigh in on this question?
This is
Ellen, can you type in and give us your opinion?
Help us out.
Come on, Ellen. Come on, Ellen. I know you're watching, Anthony.
Ellen is horrified and is calling your ex-girlfriends right now.
I feel like you're going to get
Did
dumped
he
after
just
this.
laugh at that swampiotomy joke? Dear girlfriend from 10 years ago.
I just want to know. I don't know. I just feel like.
Is it somehow worse that it's the dude doing it? Because it is a little bit.
I do feel okay. I feel like this question is one.
Well, because here's the thing: when dudes get
I
fucking
get the
weird
dudes
with
you're
exes,
talking about.
Here's the thing: I think a larger percentage of women tend to have a problem letting go of exes for too long, but a way smaller percentage of those women tend to get stabby. So it's scarier when dudes do that. Yeah. Way less dudes have the problem with not being able to let go with exes.
But that makes it scarier.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So when a dude can't do it, it's like, oh no, he's not gonna. Because when a lady can't do it, it's Olivia Rodrigo writing the song "Driver's License." It's she's writing the song "Driver's License." That's why I drive by your street. Like it's kind of cute and sad when women can't let go.
That's true. Good
when
point.
dudes can't let go, people get murdered. People end up in buried in the goddamn desert.
I feel bad for his wife.
Dude, this whole question sounds like the plot line of a Law and Order SVU episode. Seriously.
No, okay.
Can we get Olivia Benson to weigh in? Is Tutuola available?
No, well, the thing is like this question, first of all, was really sad. And this question, too, is like a call for help. If you see this girl outside, please help her. Yes.
Yeah.
Get away from her.
And also, if you see this dude's wife,
Anthony, then I'm kind of on the guy.
Support this guy's wife.
Yeah, I hope, honestly.
That poor woman is going to be killed.
And please, family members, block
God help that woman if the kid doesn't make it. She's never going to hear the fucking end of it.
I mean, I don't know the name of this girl, but get a restraining order.
Get
like,
help.
Huge.
Yeah, no. This is a real. This one won't make it on a t-shirt because
criminal protection witness. Witness
swampectomy should make
it.
Although I'm kind of concerned when this actual question was put on like Reddit and everything else, because if it was like
the last sentence in the question was he's at the door now. He's holding a tiny casket.
Literally, everyone, what should I do?
And he's wearing the same shirt as my ex-girlfriend.
He's got a 3-foot casket and a machete. He's at the door. He's fucking lost it.
I can't even.
Run. That's the answer we all have for you. Run.
He's angry about the sweatshirt now. He's
angry about all of it. He's like, is that a goat fucking in your yard? Did you cheat on him too?
You didn't pick him up from the airport when he arrived.
Oh, I just feel so.
Joel said Jake stole the identity of Skeeter's donkey back in 2002. 100%. He said, can we go back to Jake's donkey? Yes, we can. But
I always go back to the donkey.
I think that donkey was responsible for this whole question somehow. I think the donkey.
Yes,
I think it's the donkey's fault.
Thank you, Joel. Thank you. I love that.
Donkeys are filled with diseases, and 2-year-olds ain't good with donkeys.
No, I've seen those cute YouTube videos where the donkey misses the person. It kind of makes me want to. Where would I put it? I live in.
Oh shit! Here we go. Joel's got Ted Bundy facts. Here we go.
No.
Little known facts. No. Ted Bundy's girlfriend answered the door once wearing Charlie Manson sweater. How did that shit work out?
Not well. Not well.
Okay, so my girlfriend
Wait,
did reply.
She text you?
Wait, I don't have a YouTube account, so I can't comment. But that girl needs to report the dude ASAP.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, babe.
Her name's Ellen.
Ellen.
Thank you, Ellen. Yes.
Thank you.
Please, we need to have a bill called Ellen's Advice. Bill called Ellen's Advice. Take it now.
Well, to be fair though, it's too easy to get the cops involved to do your guroing for you. You know what I'm saying? So I think you came to the right place. Would the police have been a good start? Sure, but you came to a great one.
No, the cops aren't gurus.
They ain't fucking gurus. No. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They ain't gurus. They're probably just going to show up and fucking tase and shoot. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you were wearing the wrong sweater or something.
No, these people are all white. Come on.
I mean, well, you know, but they're not the kind of white that the cops don't like to mix.
Fair,
you know what I mean? Like these are very, they're not Hamptons white. They're Ted Nugent white. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is not Hamptons white.
No. This is very much the type that got to worry. So I think
swampiotomy.
They knock on the door and say Tango Wango.
I think what she should do, for one thing, get a shotgun. You're gonna need it. If you're not calling the cops, you gotta get a shotgun. So you get a shotgun, but then you have a kid with your current boyfriend. I don't care if you don't think he's going to be a good dad.
By fiance.
That's right. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You get married and stuff. Have a kid with him immediately. This kid isn't to raise in love. You're going to kind of do that, but that's not the purpose of it. This kid is for revenge.
Wait,
okay?
revenge?
This kid is
Wait,
for
before
revenge.
you
No, I'm
finish-
not going. I'm not
No,
going.
before you finish it off, can we just talk about the 2 other boyfriends that believe this one guy?
Yeah, who the
Right.
fuck
Just-
were these terms?
That they were like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna break up with her because she cheated 10 years ago, you know?
or even at
Yeah,
the
they're
time it was
kinda
like,
dicks.
but also who were they? Oh wait, her ex-boyfriend who was her baby daddy who died,
Right.
is calling us to tell us via her cousin that she cheated on me while she was grief-stricken over the death of her baby, and we should be worried. You 2 dudes should also cut your own dicks off because you're
Yes,
a couple.
yes.
Right. Well,
Come
unless, like we said, this is indeed Casey Anthony. Then you guys.
In
are
which
doing
case,
the
get
thing.
them out of the snow cone and snow
we-
back on.
Yes. No, that's Lorena Bobbitt. If this is
Oh,
Lorena
sorry.
Bobbitt too. It's Lorena Bobbitt or Casey Anthony.
I'm conflating my
We
dick
got.
cutters.
We got. Yeah. One kills dicks. One kills
babies.
kids.
Same,
Yeah,
different.
Yeah. And so I think she should have a kid with this guy, and then just send this guy's pictures of like, listen, look how healthy the kid is now that it has a father who fucking feeds it and takes care of it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There you go.
That's
It's
true.
got a father that doesn't fill the apartment with secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
My kid's doing great, and it's going to be your revenge baby. And you use that baby, you make that baby
Yeah.
live. And get back at him. If you think he's jealous now, wait till you have a baby that makes it past 2.
That's
you know what I'm
gonna be
saying?
a very fucked up
Good
kid,
point.
by the way.
Yes.
Dude,
I'm
can
not
you
saying
imagine?
again,
Yeah.
you're not having this kid to become the president. Okay, it's a revenge baby. You're having it for revenge.
This conversation sounds so wrong.
Also, they should move because they all do clearly still live in the same small town. You're not
Yeah.
lying about that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
girl, move.
It'd be
Like
weird if
marry
this is
this dude and move.
I hope this is all happening on the Upper West Side.
Oh my god.
They clearly all live in the same small town. It's like Upper Ditmars. Wait, what?
Well, since COVID happened, everyone knows everyone in New York now.
That's true.
I ran into this guy at Zabar's and he's still pissed off about 10 years ago. That's you.
And he was like, "Put down your Hamantash, and I've got a story for you about this whore." Wait, what?
Oh my god, I can't even.
That's every Tuesday.
Listen, they make a fine Hamantash. You gotta get what you gotta get.
Well, I mean, I think we answered her question
Yeah.
pretty
I
well,
mean,
right?
Yeah,
Go to the cops or get a shotgun.
I think we
Or,
should all
you
just
know,
admit that she's dead now.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
yeah.
you know what?
there's no way that
And you
this
know what?
guy
If-
didn't kill her.
Yeah,
And if you get the shotgun, use it, and hey, we know somebody with a barn full of animals.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
And when you're done, Skeeter's gonna need your help.
There you go.
100%.
Not for the puppies, you monsters.
If you think, Joel says, if you think he's jealous now, wait until he sees the child's tax credit. God damn it, Joel. And you said you couldn't make jokes about dead kids. We had faith in you the whole time.
Well done,
That's a
Joel.
goddamn dead kid joke right there.
Well
yeah.
done.
What
Joel,
about the
I
tax
also think
credit?
Joel needs to know that for every comment, Jake has to sort of duck and dodge the ring light in order to read it, which is really adorable on our end.
Yeah, it is. This is the first time with the studio, and so
It's very
I'm-
exciting. I don't want to revel anything.
That's why
behind
I
the
look
scenes.
like I'm falling off the chair every time I'm reading comments, but not the case. But yeah, we answered it well.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
told. Yeah, I
Anyway,
mean,
Good luck, girl.
Yeah.
Good luck.
and do what
listen,
Joel
we
said.
beat that horse.
Show him the tax credit and just be like, "This could have been you if you had better jizz and the kid lived." You know.
Sorry about your jizz. It's not jizz for the jerk chicken porridge.
No. All right, next question on the Love Gurus podcast. Oh, I got this one too.
So, is this a Spitfire round or is this?
Spitfire. Oh, lightning round.
Okay.
Yeah, lightning round. So,
So
we're
I'm
just going to read the question. We each give one answer real quick.
Can I
you know?
just say, okay,
Yeah. Last question on Love Gurus podcast.
This is exciting.
really
Do
quick, I'm getting confused with which ones we answered because literally 3 questions say, I'm 25, my wife is 24. Then the next question says, I'm 25, female, my boyfriend's 27. Then the
We
other
did
one
that
says,
one.
I was 19. The other one says, I am 25, my husband's 27. And then the next one says, I am 24. Which question are we on?
24.
I have no idea. Wait, we just did the one that's ex-boyfriends telling every guy that I cheated. We want either
That was the 19. She was 19 when she had the baby.
Yeah.
Okay, not sure whether my date is
That's- we don't know this
uninterested in genuinely mean what he says.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't
Do
know
we
this
see that one? Okay,
No.
it's a short one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, not sure whether my date is uninterested or
Or genuinely.
genuinely means what he says. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
I just took this off the titles. People reading the screen. I thought the
Or
title
genuinely
said genuinely mean.
Different, probably.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
it was mean.
It is a very I'm not sure whether my date is uninterested, stop, or genuinely means what he says. But she forgot the S, means what he says.
So already she's dumb.
Yeah. Let's just, okay. And she starts with I'm 24, so of course she's dumb. I don't care if you cure cancer, okay? All right, so I went out with a... You're just bragging right now. She goes, I went out with a professional athlete.
This is going to end well.
Okay.
Let's see.
You can stop.
Again,
he doesn't care.
Again, remember what I said about details?
Yeah.
If it was a professional football player, you think she would have said football?
No. Yeah.
If it was a professional basketball player, you think she would have said basketball?
Ping pong? Like, what are we talking about
This is
here?
a Pro Bowler. He's 5'5" and 285 fucking pounds. He's a Pro Bowler.
She
He's a
dated this
professional
Pro Bowler.
athlete. This
Oh my
fucking
God, I
guy.
can't even. Okay, I'm 24. I went out with a
He's
professional
chubbier than me.
athlete
He is whatever sport he plays, he is in worse shape than me. Fuck this guy.
who's 26. A couple of times, and things seemed fine. At least to me, that's quote unquote. Okay, at least to me, quote unquote. And he had an injury during his games last week.
Hurt his finger.
He tried to bowl with one hand and finish his hokey with the other. I told him, baby.
He was bouncing the ball and something went wrong.
And he
You can't
ended
have wings and then put your finger in there. It's not well, dude.
He choked on a chicken wing while bowling. We always do it. We told him jokingly, chicken wings will be the death of you. He straight up mama cast a chicken wing. Wow, but he picked up the spare. That's how he skipped it.
Monday.
So he had an injury during his game last week, and the night when I was last saw him.
Okay, it's a bowler, which is nowhere
Okay.
except in Jake's house.
And since then, he suddenly stopped messaging me when he used to even double text me all the time because his wife was in town, dick. Sorry.
Wait, there's a wife involved?
No, I added that
She's a
part.
bowler,
Oh, okay.
I'm already getting mad. How do you not know this? Because his wife's in town. Okay. And since then,
Because
he
you were
suddenly
reading it
started.
off a thing. I didn't know.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't get so passionate about these questions right away.
You're fired up.
I know. And since then, he suddenly stopped messaging me when he used to even double text me all the time. Reply literally 10 minutes unless he's gotten trained and then game. Okay. So he would reply within 10 minutes unless he was training or he had a game.
Right.
So.
I mean, yeah, that's
Okay.
hard when you got a bowl. You got a bowl. Let's bowl. Let's bowl.
So I asked him, "What's up?" And he said he always keeps to himself. And for a few weeks, he was just, injured until he was recovered. And it happens every few months. So,
Okay.
so
girl.
he just says he's injured, and then he recovers, and then he comes back and he talks to her again. Okay. But I'm just unsure whether he's making an excuse
Is
so
her
that
question,
things
how dumb am
actually
I?
fall
'Cause I
out.
don't know where we're headed.
What?
Is her question, how dumb am I? I feel
So
like
he
that's where we're
goes,
going.
she goes, but I'm unsure whether he's making an excuse so that things naturally fall out or whether he actually means what he says. There's a few reasons why I can't think of that may have put him off, but there are way too petty to be reasons in my opinion. There are a few reasons I can't think of that may put him off, but there are way too petty of reasons in my opinion. That's the sentence.
That's a terrible
And actually, she has no period at the end of that sentence. No period.
So the question is, how dumb am I?
Yes. So you're telling me every few weeks when his wife is in town, he's giving you an excuse. I'm sorry.
Or his other side chicks.
I'm sorry. I saw that in sentence 1.
Listen, professional bowlers are sought after athletes, lady, and you've just got to learn to share.
Everyone's trying to get them hands on them
I'm
balls.
sorry,
2-10 split, or what's the split?
I mean, you've seen Tiger Woods live.
7-10.
7-10.
I'm sorry. You saw Tiger Wood and what he did with golfing. Like, come on.
That's true.
I mean, not everybody can bowl a ball with one hand, hold a beer with another.
That's true. It's not
Yeah.
easy. Good point.
Uh-huh.
Good point, Adam.
I've
Maybe
done
we're-
it, but
we're
was I good
demeaning.
enough to go pro? Absolutely not. Was I in a bowling alley? No. Was I in an alley? Yes. Wasn't made for bowling.
Wasn't a bowling ball.
Did I improvise?
Wasn't my own
100%.
balls.
Did you hit anything?
I hit
Listen,
something.
This girl just wants to know if she's dumb. He is cheating. You're the side chick, sister. That's my one sentence.
I hate that the always like the early 20s never know that they're the side chick.
Dumb?
They're
Why
like,
are we all
I'm
so dumb?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
all
I mean,
so
I get it because I was there too. And
Yeah,
you're
no,
like,
totally.
oh my gosh, I just turned like 21. And believe it or not, someone who's very like, has a lot of money and that's really attractive likes me. And for some reason disappears in and out of my life.
It's so weird. So I hooked up with this comic, and then I was in his jokes, and now we're not dating anymore. Wait, what? Okay, sorry, that wasn't personal.
No, we are dating, but it's like when he chooses.
Sorry, not
to
your
be-
story, guys. This is my own story.
No, when he chooses.
That's how my girlfriend will break up with
Fair.
me.
Sorry, Ellen. I didn't mean to blow your.
Not until she finds out I have 17 ghosts.
No, listen.
You know what I mean?
Wait. I'm sorry.
I hide
I'm
that
sorry,
from
Adam.
her.
Are you still in your 20s?
No.
Okay,
no,
so he's
no.
not cheating on you, Ellen.
No.
Okay,
You're fine, girl.
he's already dead inside. He's done.
You're not wrong.
But also, if you don't ask me if I'm still in my 20s, even though you know I'm not, I'm gonna be really upset.
Hey, you are the best looking 22-year-old I've ever seen in my entire life.
Anyway, he loves you, girl. So
No, I just
call him back.
like I'm not trying to be mean, but I still love I can't wait to have like a first child who's a girl, and then she turns like that ripe age of 19, and then she's like, I think I'm in love. And someone's fucking me over. Like, I can't wait to just be like, you're stupid.
As a well-paid Upper East Side former nanny, it happens long before 19.
Okay, here's a
Which is
question.
very scary. I'm sorry.
Jake, for as long as you've been doing Love Gurus, every question you've read, has any of them been over the age of 30?
Yeah,
Yes.
it
No, I
happens
feel like there was
sometimes.
one when I was here.
Wait, a girl or a
does
guy?
happen.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it 100% happens.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not common. It's usually younger people just because it's the internet.
I'm
but
sorry.
yeah,
Did
okay.
you not
It
hear
does
about the 19-year-old who was dating the 30-year-old?
Well, the 19-year-old was writing us, not the 30-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah, I do feel like the average. I know if I hit this mic again, Jake
It's-
is literally
no,
going to
it's
fire
all
me
me.
from
This
this
is the
podcast.
first time we've done this like video style.
He's gonna hate the whole
that thing is
recording.
way. I got to fix that mic after this
Sorry,
episode.
everyone.
So to everyone that's like, why does he keep getting up and going over the thing and they're directional mics? So you
Right.
got to be talking.
To be
on the
fair,
right
everyone,
side.
he's not even touching the microphone. He's adjusting my tits, so it's
Yeah, yeah.
uncomfortable because
They
they
keep falling
here. Very
Yeah.
awkward.
I noticed it before the show, and I was like, "Listen, I'll go put them back in so you can stay in the moment, and we'll just act like it's the microphone, as long as you keep talking while I'm adjusting." You know what I mean?
I've got skills. I've been a comic for a long time.
Will be none the wiser.
It's okay because we're not married yet. Okay.
Amy, come here. I'll adjust your tits. It'll all be
thank
fair.
you. Please, you got to
It's-
adjust mine now.
All right, are we
If you
rapid
think that's-
firing answering this poor dumb chick?
Oh, yeah, I
we're
forgot
supposed to
about
rapid fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so my answer, just for me because I read it.
You're dumb.
Yeah, you're okay. My answer is you're dumb. Yours.
Dump them and start dating a dart player.
Yeah, darts. Yeah, they're more
Darts.
serious. Definitely. They have better aim.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Darts.
There you go.
Yeah, girl, he's dating other people. Let it
Yeah.
go. Let your dream die. He's not interested.
Yeah.
I mean, he is interested, but only on your weekend.
Okay. Yeah. Get another athlete. Like you
Yeah.
can't. You, honestly, you
Pick
can
another sport. Pole
No,
vault.
honestly,
That's
like
nice.
she's like
Give
she's
people
all
pole
she's
vault.
all wrapped up in this one athlete. I'd be like, you're like 24, 23, 21
Get
right
another
now.
one.
Get another athlete. This is the time to
Yeah.
rack them up. Get
Get
get as many athletes as you can, and whichever
Is
one's
there like
going
a
to
track
marry you.
team near you? Those 4x4 guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the whole.
So
do the
you
whole
rack up-
quartet.
Get yourself a guy who plays a sport professionally that you're not ashamed to list on a podcast.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Like,
There you go.
it's,
So-
I'm talking.
So get
football,
another athlete,
basketball, baseball,
rack
boxing,
them
something.
up, and then you can be the woman that he cheats on. I'm
Right,
sorry.
there you go.
Like, I
Yes.
mean, that's where you want to be. You at least want to get the money. Like, if there's like a settlement, or if there's like
Good
some sort of
call.
like, what is it called when you have to pay like for the baby fees?
Alimony.
Alimony.
Nice.
If there's alimony, like that's where you want to get.
No,
like,
that's child
gold-
support.
gold
Alimony.
digger?
Oh, child support.
child support, alimony. Like that's where, honestly, when you date
Girl,
an
you just
athlete,
want the
those-
hush money, and bowlers don't
no,
have it.
but I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Okay, you.
They give you hush money and
You
drink
need to
tickets.
get-
It's fucking crazy.
But that's
Been there,
okay. I
girl.
feel like anytime when you're dating an athlete, you're not going for commitment. You need to go for the alimony, the child support, the merit. You need to go for like anything that the law will condemn you on your side.
Basketball wives. Come on.
Yeah, come on. That's where you need to go.
There's no bowling wives for a reason.
Be smart about this. Okay.
Well, that's what they're going to get. They're going to work their way down to that. So in 2037, you could be famous if you stay there. You could be famous.
You could get your own reality show.
Yes.
All right.
It'll be like on Peacock.
All right, Adam, what do you have to say? I feel like you were looking at your text message for your girlfriend. What did she say?
No.
He said get a dart player.
Yeah, just get a dart player. Get a dart player.
Oh, a dart player?
Dart player. Dart.
Oh,
Why dart?
Dart. I don't know. Just a different sport. Bam. There you
Dart.
go.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'll bet pro dart players really easy to fuck.
There you go.
Even if they're married.
So-
It's just like, wait, you want to fuck a dart player? Of course, this hasn't happened in decades.
Wait, Jen, what was
I'm
your
there.
response?
So your date is neither uninterested or genuine. You're just the side chick. So
Yes.
either
Sure.
embrace it or let it go.
Yes. And Jake?
I will. Joel has a good one.
Ooh,
Joel's got an answer.
Joel.
Come on, Joel.
We've heard about Joel.
Joel.
Yeah, Joel.
Joel.
Joel YouTube says
Joel.
he's injury prone. Dump him. Yes.
Joel's
Yes.
taking her at his word. He pulled a hamstring. He's never going to recover. The sport's going to move on without him.
100%. I guess my injury or my final advice is to just start buying animals. You know what I mean? Because here's one thing a pro athlete's not going to buying animals.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's one thing
Maybe
a pro
start with a
athlete.
horse, just as a thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, now I think that first guy's lady is just trying to break up with him gently. You know, she was like, clearly he'll dump me if I get a horse.
So Babe Ruth. Okay. So to keep his wives, he would buy them something because he would go off and, do what he does, because he was Babe Ruth at the time.
Sure.
But and I'm only going this on the John Goodman movie when I saw when I was a kid.
I was like, wow, I
Don't
didn't
know,
realize
this
you
is
were
true.
such a baseball star.
I'm not, I know, but I remember watching this as a kid, and John Goodman was playing Babe Ruth.
Dude, I wish I lived in a time when pro athletes were played by John Goodman, like before he lost the weight. I would fucking cry.
Which is hilarious.
I would cry.
The best baseball player ever was played by John Goodman.
So great.
Yeah.
Who were you going to get played by the best baseball player ever?
Yeah.
John
I'm
Goodman.
Fat Marlon Brando. Who am I? The greatest NBA player of
Michael
the
Jordan.
30s. Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
he had a wife, and he would go off and cheat on her and all this stuff. And then he would come home, and he would have a new car, new furs, and then a horse. He would always be like, she was ready to break up with him, and he brought her home a horse.
So
And
what we've decided is Babe Ruth is Skeeter.
Yes.
Like, where's your
Babe Ruth the Skeeter.
I think
Yeah.
We have come full
Uh-huh.
circle, motherfucker.
100%. You were dating the reincarnated Babe Ruth, who is only a professional
Come on,
bowler now
Skeeter.
because he's got the body type for it
Sorry.
in 2021.
Oh my God.
But that's it, man. This was a good show. Thank you to all of our guests. Thank you to Amy Liszka. Thank you to Adam Leong. Thank you to Jenn Wehrung. Thank you to listeners. Thank you to Joel on
Joel.
YouTube. Joel! Awesome.
Joel, you're out.
Thank you to Tim on YouTube. Until next week, listeners, write your questions to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com. I feel like for the first time doing this kind of in person live, it went well. It's a fun episode.
Great fun.
Yeah. Until next week, listeners. Later. Oh, Joel said, if you guys want to go back and listen to further previous episodes, Joel had a great one about his keyboard player stealing his girlfriend. But they were both over 30 when it happened.
Oh!
It does happen.
Proved it.
It does, yes.
It's
People
proven.
over 32 ask questions on this show. Yes.
People are idiots at any age.
Yes. Joel, we love you, buddy.
Yay, Joel.
Hey, Joel. He says, this podcast confirmed it. I'll never cheat on my wife unless I can afford a horse. That's right. Yes, Joel.
That's the tote bag, Joel.
That's what we were trying to get across the whole time. And this, you nailed it. Thank you to Joel. Thank you to all the listeners. Until next week, later.
Woo!